Ano now, mga buhay. Tonight I'm going to do a dessert. So shout out to Glenn. He requested me to do a dessert. So I'm going to do a Filipino dessert. Leche Flan is the name of the dessert that I'm going to do. Just like everything else I've done, I've never cooked any of this before. Just gotta look at the recipes and just cook it and see what comes out of it. So thank you all for subscribing and watching our videos. We really appreciate that. So to get started, so ingredients, we'll need 10 eggs, vanilla extract, condensed milk, and evaporated milk. And then we'll need a fourth of a cup of sugar. Okay? So with the eggs, we want to separate the yolk and the white, right? So I've got most of it. I'll just show you here quick how to do that. Alright, split the egg like that. Just kind of like be careful with the yolk. Just let the white just drain. Once it's drained, I'll put the yolk over here. The rest of them. Now don't worry about the white where you don't want to waste our food. We're actually going to save that and cook that up for breakfast tomorrow. Okay? Alright, so now what I want to do, I'm going to move this over to the side. Alright, I'm going to add a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Oh, okay. And then I'm going to take my evaporated milk. Sorry, I'm getting directions now from my cameraman. I guess I was in the way. Evaporated milk in. Okay, let me get a whisk. Alright, we'll stir this up. Now, important thing with this is bubbles. The less bubbles you have, the better the leche flan will come out more smooth and better. So just make sure there's no bubbles, and I don't see any bubbles, so maybe I see a couple. We'll take care of that. Alright, now we're going to add the condensed milk. So I'm going to use a spoon to help get this kind of come out. We are now done mixing our ingredients, right? So now we're going to strain it. We want this as smooth as possible. So the strainer is going to help us remove any thickness that it might have left. Right there, it caught some stuff that we didn't get when we were getting the eggs. Alright, see how nice that is right there. Alright, now we're going to go over. We're going to stir it up. We are going to turn the oven on, the stove on. We're going to add our fourth cup of sugar. keep stirring this so it doesn't stick to the bottom, and we're gonna melt the sugar. And this is gonna be the base of the leche flan. All right, now we got the sugar. Now you can see the sugar's melted. Now what we're going to do, one, turn off the stove. Alright, so we got our little trays for the leche flan. Alright, so we're going to go ahead. That's hot. Okay, so now after we let that cool, the sugar cool down a little bit, because you don't want to pour that on when it's hot. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and add the eggs.
Or you can add a little bit more. The other one. The first one. You have, yeah.
Okay. Now what we're going to do, I'm going to wipe this down here a little bit, is we're going to steam this for about 30-35 minutes. Now we don't have a steamer, but we're gonna improvise. You want to steam it, you want to be on low. Alright, so I'm gonna add a little bit of water to the frying pan here. In the pan, not in the actual.
Cover the foil.
Alright, so let me rewind real quick. So you want to cover what's in foil. And then what we're going to do is we're going to steam it for the next 35 minutes. So we don't have an actual steamer, like I said, but we're going to improvise a little bit. So we're going to let this go ahead and steam for the next 30-35 minutes. And then we'll be able to take it out, let it cool down, and then we'll see how it turns out. Okay, so now we got it done. Took it off out of our makeshift steamer. Let it cool down for a little bit. So there we go. But as you can see, it's burned up a little bit, right? So looks like we need to actually invest in an actual steamer. So what we did then, we just kind of cut around the edges with a small knife, and now we'll be able to just do this, right? Like that.
Do the magic.
Flip it over, magic.
And
It's still stuck in there, huh? Alright. Granted, no, this is my first attempt at making this. So lesson learned for next time. This does look good. Let me take a piece here. That is good. That is good. It may not have that great presentation look first time cooking it, but it still tastes absolutely great. So lesson learned for next time, actually have a steamer. Our little makeshift steamer. I got a little burn, but hey, it may not look the best, but it tastes pretty good.
You did.
So my first time cooking. But hey, so under the comments, if you have another suggestion for me to cook, hey, we'll take suggestions. But thank you all for watching. Paano.